The more I look into Roblox, the less I'm surprised. For starters, Roblox is known for its kid-based community, and now it's shifted to e-dating for adults while enabling swearing for 17-plus games. A complete 180 from Roblox's sole purpose. And honestly, it makes you think the more that you look into it, the worse it is. The drama with Roblox isn't new and will never be fucking new. Personally, I'm not surprised that a company that is known to exploit children for labor and make it nearly impossible for children to withdraw their money and exchange it for real currency is also doing, poor shit moderation while letting pedophiles onto their platform and make them roam free. Also, it makes it nearly impossible because not to literally mention that you're possibly giving money to a fucking kid, which is why I think the moderation is shit, and also why I think Roblox entirely is just bullshit and horrible. But let's talk about moderation first. The moderation in Roblox is horrible, as probably in the worst fucking moderation in the world. You want to know about corruption? I'm glad you're fucking asking, because in May 2020, a hacker successfully bribed a employee working for Roblox in India to see their good old moderation panel. The hacker got over 100 million active users' personal information and granted in-game virtual currency. The access consisted of email addresses, changing of passwords, and removing two-factor authenticator from their accounts. Also, banning users and several much more. And according to the hacker and screenshots for the internal system, this screenshot included personal information from some of the most high-profile users on the platform, and it revealed some very disturbing factors about the moderation, including that the moderation was outsourced to a company called iEnergizer, a company specialized in outsourcing in game moderation. Now you might be asking, well, what is or how does the reputation of iEnergizer look like? Well, for starters, is a blacklisted company, which means basically it's fucking horrible. It's shit. It ain't good. It's dog water. That's what blacklisted means. And for what's not outsourced is in-house. How much is in-house? Well, a rough estimate from fucking 50 to 2K. You heard that fucking right. In a platform that has millions of monthly fucking users active during a singular month, you have 2,000 people who are just moderating away and are just looking at shit. No wonder moderation just shows shit because it's being over fucking worked. With also looking into what moderation is also considered two things in Roblox: post-moderated content and post-moderate content. Which basically what this means is ads like shirts and decals and other miscellaneous stuff are pre-approved by the moderation team before they are broadcasted to the website. Though rare, post-moderation occurs if an asset needs to be taken down, like if a place is founded to violate the creation guidelines after it's published. To me, it sounds like an unnecessary layer of red tape and makes it entirely fucking stupid of why you need to do this. But it makes sense when you actually think about it further. The Scunthorpe problem is a unintentional blocking of offline content by a spam filter. You may know that people are getting banned for saying stuff like hi, while others are saying stuff like you should get on your knees and bark for me like a good boy. And basically these people will never receive anything. That is basically what the problem is. It's a very big problem with spam filters, and the reason why a lot of people are getting fucking banned. Now, instead of monologuing all this is a problem that has a lot of solutions to it. I'm not an engineer or coder or anything, so I can't say anything. But one of the things is called whitelisting. Now, whitelistings are words in list that are and phrases that are known to be false positives. So you create the list to explicitly include words and phrases that are known to be false positives. Number 2, contextual analysis. Instead of simply searching for individual swear words, filters can be designed to analyze the context of the text, looking at surrounding words and phrases to determine if the flag substring is actually being used in an offensive manner. That's what contextual analysis is. Number 3, machine learning and LRP. These techniques can be used to train filters to better understand nuances and patterns. Number 4, user feedback and reporting. I don't think I need to go into depth on that one. It's pretty much self-explanatory right there. So what's number 5? This is the last one. It's regular updates and maintenance. We know that Roblox is not going to do that one, so let's just not even bother going balls deep into that. Now, all of these filters and solutions can help you and your filter to understand context and resolve the problem. Now, I don't know any of these are pretty good. I'm just a person who did the research and knows like some fucking ground of coding. Not a lot, but some. And obviously these will help you get better to understand your coding and maybe filter knows better a lot. I'm not a coder, like I've said. But another thing I'd like to state is that the more context and info a filter has, the better it's going to get. Now, like I said, I'm not very good at coding, but that's not how filters work. But it's a nice transition into AI. Some time ago, August 7th, 2025, Roblox started using an open source AI, which is called Roblox Sentinel. Now, I'm not going to give you a speech about how good or slash bad fucking AI is, because at the end of the day, AI is going to replace you sooner or later, and it's just a matter of time. Today, we are releasing an open source model called Sentinel, an AI system to help detect interactions that could potentially lead to child endangerment. Long before something becomes explicit, Sentinel enables us to detect and investigate subtle patterns early, and when relevant, report to law enforcement. The Sentinel has been running on Roblox since late 2024, and the latest addition to our open source software Safety Toolkit. In the first half of 2025, 35% of the cases we detected are due to this proactive approach, in many cases catching them before an abuse report can be filed. And combined with our other moderation systems, Sentinel expands the arsenal of tools we have to detect and act on these potential serious violations. Now, along with these reports, do you want to know how many of these reports actually go through the government? In the first half of 2025, Sentinel helped our team to submit approximately 1,200 reports of potential attempts at a child exploitation. Now, I'm going to say like it is, AI will be shit at the first start, especially since you could probably call this like a year-old AI. But I'm going to be honest with you. 1,200 reports for a year-old AI is not good. It's not really great at all. Now, a lot of these could just be like upfront about it too. They don't really like tell you like the sample size of all this stuff, and they don't really tell you a lot about the AI, but they do say it's open source. So if you do, it's on GitHub. So you could just obviously find this GitHub Roblox Sentinel thing and do something with it, right? And I guess that's something you could do. So if anybody is a coder and you do want to like make sure Roblox doesn't fuck up in any capacity, you can go on GitHub and look up Roblox Sentinel and submit your own fair share of code. Now, they stated, of course, no system is perfect. I mean, at least they admitted it, you know? At least they know the fucking problem. And one of the biggest challenges in the industry is to detect critical harms like potential child endangerment in a series of friendly chants and supportive message might take on a different meaning, of course, over the course of a longer conversation history, especially when it happens between users of different age groups. Now, Roblox is stating that like they had like the top edge tech of, you know, the whole world is top edge tech, you know, all this like gigo corporate chill shit. And when you think about it, these aren't really like top tech. They're not edge. They're not these, today just released a AI that can has 100% like no error rate, ban people for predatory. Well, you know what I mean. They don't really have this at the top of the edge shit. It's something that they use as like a corporate shill. And basically what that means is, hey, we have the bare fucking minimum. Okay. We just have enough to where we won't get sued by the federal government. That's what they mean by top of the edge. And honestly, when diving deeper into all of the I would say probably drama and moderation, I think the company is in a way lined up with Twitch's moderation. Now, for those who don't know, Twitch's moderation is about in the same boat. People found out it was unfair. The company got shat on, and Twitch is about to take the same area as Roblox. Now, Roblox was intended as PG-13. Twitch was intended to be like a gamer thing, right? And then obviously it went to bathtubs and gambling and seeing borderline naked women. That's not my problem. I don't watch that at all. But Roblox moderation is about in the same boat. They were a platform meant for kids and children, and then went up to 17 to 18 plus things, also enabling swearing and shit. And honestly, if you want to see why this company might go downhill, you just have to look at Twitch. Is Twitch doing well? No, there's probably going to be a competitor coming out that is going to do the same thing as Roblox, but better. Because Roblox isn't really doing a good job. So don't be surprised when a company is coming out and their sole like purpose is to be like the competitor of Roblox, but just completely better. That could be a very big shill. Now, when that would happen, I don't really know. I don't really know at all. But I do know one thing is that if Roblox keeps going to this like route, they will end up with a competitor. They most likely will. When your company is performing shit like, and you focus on, profit versus children's safety, which that's another thing that I like to get into, is that the reason why Roblox doesn't give a shit about children and they expose like schlep and stuff. Well, not really exposed, but they ban schlep and stuff. You gotta think, why are they doing that? And that's because it's company profit, right? And probably reputation. Roblox doesn't really have the greatest reputation ever since like the videos come out about gambling and free child labor and stuff like that. So yeah. And it doesn't really like matter for Roblox's reputation. But they absolutely don't want the reputation to be burnt down all the way, which is why they probably banned Schlep and gave a pretty shitty statement, right? Because this was something that was kind of retarded, right? You don't need to ban Schlep because Schlep is doing his job and you're sitting there not allowing that to happen. Just another reason. So, yeah, I guess with this entire video, it tells you a lot about the moderation in Roblox. Think about it, look at it, dissect it, right? With how shit moderation is, I wouldn't be surprised if there is more to the eye than scraping the surface of this eye, right? This igloo or whatever. This shows that Roblox's moderation is quite shit. Now, the company is prioritizing itself to make record profits and honestly pleasing their shareholders. And it's not really a problem with me. I think it's fine if you're doing this profit thing, but you need to stop when it coming at the expense of children's safety and other people's safety. So, yeah, I hope this video is very informational for you. I hope you have a good day. That's it. See you.